How much is it to travel out? So how much? How much is it? How much? How much? As some of you find it difficult to stay kidney. Some people say they want to travel out. Now money no day. How much do you need to travel out? How much do you need? No, how much? Let me know in the comment section how much you actually think, or maybe your agent have lied to you or anything. So guys, now I told you one of the reasons I'm actually making this channel is because of like, how much do you need? How much do you think? How much do you need to travel out? How much? I have my passport, I have my money. Kilo, just for me to choose the country of my choice. Don't you think? I'm looking for a thumbnail. I have passport, I have my money. So kilo cool. I travel out like a man. Just for me to choose any country of my choice. So guys, how much do you actually think is enough to travel out of the country? How much? Like, do you know how many countries I can actually travel out with this and this? Do you know? I say you don't know. Anyways, let me keep my money, guys. So guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your own girl, Ashidemis. And of course, you're watching Japa with Ashidemis. If you're new here, you're welcome. You are this, you are that. Let me keep my money first because it's actually 90 and I don't trust anybody. So family, today we're talking about a very, very important topic and different from the usual that your agent or mostly anyone would actually not tell you. But of course, your own girl actually should tell you. So for most of you that is actually thinking of jackpotting to jump out of the country, you get, some of you would have thought, what is my budget? How much do I need? This and this. Some of you do not even know where to start from, and that is why this channel is there. If you see on my first channel, I started from the first video I posted. I started from the introduction, and I was talking about the money itself before we start going into details and you know what's not. At least you should know what you are. Is it something I want to start? Is it something I want to consider? And aside that, some of you have actually, you even know some things about these traveling things, but then you have one very sweet agent that is sweet mouthing you, that is lying for you, that is telling you that going to bring $10 million, $100 million, and you go just because you want to leave, you want to go and say everything you have. Like what do need? Can't show ready. You understand? So that is why I am actually here for you. Your uncle is here for you. So one of the reasons, if you watch my intro video, like that actually inspired me for this video, is for me making videos to tell you guys you don't need an agent to travel out of this country. You got me? So guys, let's dive into it. So if you see me looking at my book, I've written down all the book with the price, and I don't want to miss out things. And of course, I had to call my ex-boyfriend that is an agent. I made my own research. I called some of my friends in other countries just for me to give you guys up-to-date information. So this one is actually valid till this year, till next year, till upper year. Like, this is just the general. Just don't let people to scam me. You got me? You got me? And it's so guys, let's dive right into it. So I'll just be talking about the general passport requirements, and trust me, this list of passport requirements, they're almost like general, like for every, I don't even know the country you are going to, you need this document. It's just like one or two that is different. Like for every country, for any country you're going to, you need this document, everything. So that's why I say I give you 98% information. The remaining 2% is your village people. So even if you go to the most difficult embassy with this document, they might say, don't worry, let's start it. So number one on our list is passport photograph. So for most of you that know, my passport photograph that you snap from your, not the one you snap normal this thing. Different embassy they can require red background, black background, but it's always like a bigger size. Is it 3 centimeter by 4 centimeter or 4 centimeter by 3 centimeter? All those ones do not even concern you. The size, it does not concern you. So I'm just telling you about the general distance. So depending on the country you're going to, when you check the requirement of the passport size that they want, about one country 20 centimeter by 30 centimeter, it did not concern you. What comes to the worst, the highest you are going to spend, Lagos or Abuja or Kanfasha or Port Harcourt or anywhere, how much you're spending for this passport photograph is just 1,000 naira to 1,500 naira. And that 1,500 naira is for people who be saying that one but they know a big price, you get. And I would actually advise, before we go deep into it, if you know that all the things you want to do, you want to go and do it when you get to the embassy, skip this video. It's not for you. But if you know that you want to be prudent, you want to like do your things yourself before going beforehand, watch this video. If you know that but you still gonna meet agents that will tell you to do passport photograph is 20,000, who could skip the video and go and do your 20,000? So but I would still advise you to actually watch it, because these procedures, they are very simple. I've told you guys I've been to 2 different countries. It was really my first time and I traveled alone without an agent. That's why my parents gave me money for an agent. I spent the money, I did my things myself. You understand? So passport photograph, camera viewer is 1,000 naira to 1,500. And most times you need maybe just 4 copies, 2 copies, 1 copy, depending on the distance. So number 2 on our list is international passport. That one is the most important. In fact, without your international passport, where are you going? So now we have different types of international passports. The 32 pages, the 64 pages. So which one do you want? So I actually advise the 64 page, because as somebody that has actually stayed outside the country, especially if you're going on a student visa, or when you're going as a student, like going on a student visa, yearly your visa is always renewed. Every year, yearly your visa is always renewed. With time, depending on the course you're doing, depending on the duration of the course, and they keep renewing your visa. And then depending on the country you're going, maybe there will be transit this thing, and they have to stamp your passport many times. And then depending on if you'll be coming to Nigeria every year, like somebody like me, that's why I have 2 passports and I use just 3 years abroad. I be this thing because I'm always coming back to Nigeria every year. So every year they are always snapping on side of my passport. So depending, and aside that, that's why I said depending on your course, but I will actually advise to actually get 64 page international passport, because most times I hope most of you are hearing all the information that is going on in the news of Nigeria Immigration Embassy, allegedly more so, like the stress it takes you is actually easier to actually renew your passport in Nigeria than outside the country. That gonna stress you. So it's better you buy the 64 page. That 64 page is one that actually expires in 10 years time. 32 pages for 5 years, 64 page is for 10 years. So why not just go for the 10 years? So even if you're not going to go back to the country at least if you come back once in that 10 years, you come and renew your passport. Or even if you renew your passport once in 10 years, you know that you are going through stress once in 10 years. I hope you got me. It's optional. So 32 pages goes for 45,000 naira, and 32 page goes for 45,000 naira, and 64 page goes for 60,000 naira. Basically, that is the highest. And I'm trying to add Nigerian this thing to it. But recently, a friend of mine said he was doing his own in Lagos for 60,000 naira. In fact, he stays in Ibadan. He's doing his passport in Lagos, and he has gone like 1 million times. That was because he didn't know he was relocating to Ibadan and everything. I was like, uncle, and everything. But I'm just giving you guys the minimum. I don't know, maybe he's going through all those trying to. He said he has spent 120k now for the 10 years passport, like 120k, and then you still have to leave Ibadan, go to Lagos. You've gone like how many times? They've still not given you this passport. Also, uncle, I don't know, but basically I'm just telling you. But if you actually want express, like you want it to be fast, that kind of thing, like me, when I did to my own, I did it the same day, collected the same day. They have price for that. Depending on the Nigerian side, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Depending on the Nigerian side of you, you can just, I don't know. But I'm telling you the normal price that they are doing passports. So next on our list is legalization. Legalization is legalizing your documents. If it is fake, your document, like especially your academic transcript, your certificates, your everything. This is done only in foreign affairs in Abuja. That's the only place that we have foreign affairs. And the next one is authentication. That's authentication of your results. You first authenticate it before you actually legalize it. So authentication is done in Ministry of Education, while legalization is done in Foreign Affairs. And authentication costs just 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira. Legalization costs 1,000 naira. 1,000 naira to 1,500. And if you are 200, is maybe if the man is saying, hey, I've closed for the day, like the day we went, oh god, I've not started YouTube, that I would have started vlogging. The day we went, it's not to that kind of thing. But some people will tell you legalization in this thing is 15,000, 20,000 is 25. But you that you have plenty money. Okay. Anyways, next on our list is insurance. So general visa requirement. Insurance, most especially because of this COVID, even before COVID, so I've been to 2 countries. One requested for insurance, the other one didn't. So most times they used to request for 1 month health insurance, or 2 months, some 3 months, but 1 month is always like 10,000 naira, 3 months 30,000 naira or 25,000 naira, depending on the company you're going with. Some of these embassy, they actually specify that this is the particular embassy that they want, this is that, you understand, like. But generally you will not spend reach 30k if it's not up to 1 month, but maximum is always 3 months. And that 3 months is if you're going on a 1-year visa. So imagine if you're going lesser, maybe if you're going on 6 months, they can tell you to do like 2 month insurance, 1 month insurance, 2 weeks insurance, you can do 1 week insurance. So just depending, but insurance just budget like 30k. You understand? Next on our list is COVID test, because of the COVID now. So that one is important. So COVID tests from Nigeria is 54,000 naira. With a latest low price in 54,000 naira. But depending on some Nigerian things. But generally the normal regular price is 54,000 naira. And for arrival, like when you arrive, countries, they do not request for your COVID test result taken. Like everything is already subduing. They just need you to take it from your country, and then when you arrive in their country, they will tell you to self-isolate. They will give you the manual COVID test that you can actually do your normal test yourself and quarantine yourself after 14 days. They don't really used to take it. So it's really Nigeria most times that you actually pay for that COVID test results. And then so next is medical test. Maybe like HIV, like one country where I did HIV, I did any medical test like HIV. Then medical test, that one I want to just subdivide it, like put it in a different group aside this one. So medical test, just budget like 5,000 naira for it. No, medical test, 5,000 naira. Maybe basic thing like maybe HIV, maybe malaria test, maybe all these normal simple tests. You understand? So next one, but it's still part of medical test, tuberculosis. This one is for UK and maybe 1 or 2 other countries like that. Tuberculosis test cost 75,000 to 100k depending. That one, that kind of thing, just budget like less than 100,000 naira, just depending on when you go to, they say come to Monkey, can just budget like 100,000 naira. Then another one is depending on the country you're going, they can request for X-ray as well. So that's why actually that X-ray should be under medical test as well. So just budget like 5,000 to 10,000 naira for medical tests, and then all those specific ones. I'm just trying to like tell you general this thing. So next one on our list is police clearance. This police clearance, you can do it only in Lagos or Abuja. Only Kimosa, Lagos or Abuja, and you use their headquarters. So that's the only one like it can authorize. In Lagos, it's actually cheaper in Lagos and it's kind of more expensive in Abuja. Not really though. That's what people think. But I did mine in Abuja. In Lagos, it goes for 8,000 naira. But you know, Lagos people, don't worry, it's like 8,000 naira to 10,000, at most 10,000 naira. Kawa sokwe ari that okay, maybe you forgot it though. You do not know that you have to do it. Then you want to do it urgently, 15k. But you know which. So it's 5,000. It's not even fixed. If you are just mommy, like the way I did for that woman in Abuja, mommy, she let me long one. I paid 5k. So that's why I said, depending on if you can patronize yourself. Okay. Next on our list is IELTS or TOEFL. So depending on the country, some people request for IELTS, some people request for TOEFL, some people request for anyone, but the most minimum is 70,000 naira to 85,000 naira. So that's depending on dollar rates, Kinikon rate, depending on which of the exams you're doing. 70,000 naira to 85,000 naira. Anyone. And mind you, it is not all countries that request for this IELTS and TOEFL. Next on our list is visa. How much is visa fee? Because I don't even know this country that you are going. I don't know the country that you are going. It is 0 naira. Like the country is inside this our heads that we are breathing oxygen, breathing out carbon dioxide like that. No matter the country, visa fee is from 0 naira to 100,000 naira, and that 100,000 naira, yes, is even 70,000 naira, and it ranges from UK, US, even Canada is cheap. And depending on single entry, multiple entry, clinical entry, but most times you go for single entry, you always renew your visa and everything. But come on, be no matter how, the highest you can pay for visa fee is from 0 naira to 100k, depending on the country you are actually going to. So we have some countries that is more than maybe like 120,000, 130,000. We have like in Bangladesh, I wrote it down, like Bangladesh, Indonesia, Dominican Republic, I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, those places their visa is kind of high, is like 120,000 naira you get. So you visa only. Highest they are paying is 0 naira. Just ranges between them. So next on our list is bank statement. How much do you really need to have your bank statement? Okay. So your bank statement should consist of your school deposit, your upkeep, your flights, and your accommodation. But excuse me. Okay. School fees now, let's put it aside because we have different types of school fees depending on this thing. At least for Canada, the cheapest school that I know is 13,000 Canadian dollars. Yeah, no matter the course you want to do, 13,000 Canadian dollars, and for UK is like 13,000 pounds too. So, and that one is just for basic study. But you know, we have some courses that are more costly, maybe like medicine, pilot training, and everything. So aside that, we're talking about normal courses, that normal this thing. So you know that most embassy, they actually request you actually pay deposits of your school fees or full of your school fees. They send visit aside places like Europe, maybe like Germany, like Switzerland, maybe that they have free education. I'm talking about other places. That's why I told you this requirement is based on the country you're going. You just select the one that actually fits it, but this is the general requirement, like before you actually need extra. You get. So your school fees, so bank statement, how much are you supposed to have in your bank statement is always $10,000. So going by official dollar rates, that's 430 or 420. So let's say like 4 million naira. So like 3 million naira minimum upward. 3 million naira minimum, but usually just pay like 4 million naira, especially if it is student. So your normal upkeep for 1 year, so that upkeep is supposed to like spend it for 1 year, something like that. So your 4 million naira upkeep for 1 year, and then with your school fees, so your 4 million naira, your 1 year upkeep is different from your school fees. So that means your bank statement is supposed to have your 1 year upkeep, 4 million naira, plus your school fees. So that's one some people used to misunderstand. They would think they will put their school fees inside their inside their bank statement. That embassy will know they were asking for school receipts and everything, except some countries that they don't used to lay this thing. So your bank statement is supposed to have your upkeep, flight, accommodation, and school fees deposit. So then depending on the course you're going for, this will be more. If you're going for something like medicine, pilot training, we have some other courses too that I don't know about that are very, very expensive. That one, your upkeep better go because they will know that there is no how you can do the normal 20 hours work per week, something like that. So but normal average cost and price. So next on our list is flights. If you've gotten your visa, one next is your flight. So the minimum you can spend on flight is 180,000 naira, and the maximum is 400,000 naira for economy. 400,000 naira. But aside places like Dominican Republic, I heard their flight is like 1.2 million naira or more. But can't pay the worst come to the worst, from 0 naira to 400,000 naira. Like that's the highest. Can't you even book on emergency, you do not see flights. Highest you can spend on flight on a single go. Sometimes it could be to and fro. Yeah, you could actually get for to and fro depending on your routes, depending on where you're going, depending on ticket. So another one on our list before the flight is embassy translation. So some embassy actually request you to translate your document to their language. For example, if you're going to Germany embassy, if you're going to all these embassies that their official language is not English, they will actually request you to do your normal official translation of your document, and it costs like 75,000 naira to 100,000 naira. Less than 100,000 naira. Just budget it for that price for translation of your document. And then last one, let's talk about miscellaneous. So this miscellaneous is just to cover for maybe when you want to go and do your transport, your accommodation within Nigeria before you travel, your transport, your accommodation, your feeding, your this one we have to add money to bribe this one to Kinikon. Just budget 100k for it, and it's not even going to be up to that. So fam, let me actually know in the comment section how much you actually calculated, how much was your calculation, how much you actually think you need to actually exit this our beautiful country Nigeria. Let me know in the comment section below. So just go through the list and everything, let me know in the comment section below. So fam, thanks for watching today's episode with me, and I will see you in my very next video. If you have any question, if you have any doubt, if you have any thought, anything, make sure to leave it in the comment section below, and trust me, I will try to reply as soon as I can and everything. So guys, thanks for watching today's video. I'm just trying to check if I covered everything. So guys, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. And that's all. So take your pen and your paper or your jotting book, anyone, just hold it, because this is the general basic requirement, but different countries with different requirements. The only thing is you cannot add to this list, you can only remove from it. So as I am saying how much, just be writing down the one wey concern you. So when I mention this one, you check if your the country you're going, if they request for this, but it's just like one or two. Most countries actually request for every one of this. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye. Story Georgia, I see fire girl. I see fire girl. I don't want to know. I don't want to be able to